Good afternoon, everyone. This is your girl, Coteria, and welcome back to my channel, My Opinion Vlog. Now, Armon Wiggins, I got questions because I'm hearing the word on the curb is the reason that TGIF show was canceled was because of some ping. It was involving and over some ping from one of the producers that you're supposed to be good friends / lovers with, is what I'm hearing on these YouTube streets and what I'm getting at. And I also decided to go to your channel because we was referred to, to go to watch this video that you posted a couple of days ago, which is titled "Stop Letting Them Gaslight You." I thought this was like a motivational type of video. You understand? I didn't kind of really think that you were, and I didn't watch it, but just based on the title, because sometimes I decide to click on a video based on the title and also the thumbnail. So I thought this was like one of those like motivational, maybe he told a story about, something that happened in the past. But I was instructed to kind of like look at the beginning of the video because I guess you dropped some undisclosed, some anonymous information regarding, some of the things that took place on TGIF, which kind of was allegedly, possibly, the reason why the show got canceled. Now, this is what's being alleged. Now, I did hear this a couple of months ago because I believe I spoke about it recently in my video about Armon, that I heard that a producer by the name of Justin is the reason why he got the permanent spot over there at TGIF. But now I'm hearing that, Armon allegedly, has some type of extra relationship, some sexual relationship with Justin, and he did some allegedly sexual favors, to get his advance over there at TGIF, to get the permanent spot over there. And I heard that Al Reynolds did not like this. He did not like the affiliation. He did not like the connects that Armon had with this producer. You know what I'm saying? Now, I had heard originally that they were good friends. Now I'm hearing this, involves, favoritism, and there was some type of going on a date or hooking up with this person. So now the situation have changed. And this is what I'm hearing from a lot of videos and seeing that I've watched recently this weekend, that this was over ping. And people are saying that Al Reynolds felt some type of way, or this may be a harbor jealousy and animosity Al Reynolds have towards Armon once he found out this information. Now, I don't know how Al found out this information and how did he find out that Armon Wiggins, the reason why he became a permanent host was because his connection to the Justin guy who's a producer over there. I don't know how he found out, but in my assumption, in my opinion, I could be wrong, I wanted the Armon, because remember he said he got close with this individual, he got really comfortable. I wondered, did he spill this tea without knowing that, you shouldn't have spilled it to Al Reynolds because he ain't your friend and he ain't really a good associate. You just met this man, and I know you're trying to go along to get along, you're trying to fit in, and you kind of, again, open your mouth too soon, too quick, and might have gave Al this information that you probably shouldn't have, because what I get from this, and like I said, I did, listen to the first 15 minutes of Armon Wiggins' video where he talks about stop letting people gaslight you. He was kind of saying that, Al Reynolds, this person, went back to the managers or the executives of the show and kind of spilled this information to them. And I'm also hearing that they got rid of Justin allegedly. I'm not sure if this is true. We got to say allegedly until all three parties, or until Armon Wiggins decides to respond to these claims and accusations. Even though he did talk about this, he didn't say no names. He's basically keeping these people anonymous, okay? It's almost kind of like he's telling a story that happened past tense, if you get what I'm saying. Without trying to be messy and speak of TGIF or any of his co-hosts, I get he's trying to keep it discreet and professional. Of course, he hate one of his ex-co-hosts. He hate him with his life. So like I said, he was just saying how this person, I'm going to just say Al Reynolds, okay, allegedly, all of this is alleged. I'm going to give my opinion and my assumption on what I personally think happened, which I will state, I feel that, Al Reynolds found out this information from Armon. Once he got Armon comfortable and acquainted, Armon started to open up and spilling some little, probably, gay information to another gay man such as himself. And, all I was doing was just listening. He was just kind of like a tape recorder, just kind of listening to everything Armon is telling him, because he knew, young, unexperienced, and then he knew he had in his mind that whenever things get really, really heated with me and Armon, I'm going to use this piece of information as leverage to go to HR and tell them, what's going on, that, what, you're not supposed to have employee relationship in the workplace. That's always been a policy. That's always been a rule in all 50 states. You're not supposed to have behind the scenes or any type of relationship with your employee. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to. You know what I'm saying? So I believe this is what Al Reynolds did, because Armon said that, Al Reynolds did something that he wasn't supposed to do when it came down to Armon Wiggins. And instead of coming to Armon Wiggins about it, he decided to use that moment to throw him under the bus and beat Armon Wiggins to HR. You understand? Because, Armon Wiggins said that Al did some little shady stuff to him, and he refused to be man about it and address it and come to him man to man. He decided to run HR also with the secret that he found out from Armon, allegedly, about him having some type of acquaintance to the Justin guy. So I believe this is what happened. This is my opinion. This is my assumption. It could be wrong, but this is kind of like my theory. You understand? And so Armon kind of said that when it got back to him from Claudia, because I believe Claudia is the one that told him what Al Reynolds did and how they had a meeting about what was said, because that's how he found out, through Claudia, that basically Al threw him under the bus and backdoored him with this information that he told him in secret. And so they had a meeting about it. And so Claudia, kind of disclosed this information to Armon, and Armon was like, really? And so this is what prompted the Al birthday roast. And this is why he went in. Again, I was originally right when I said this was a personal grievance. This was a company grievance. But no, y'all said, oh my God, it was a roast. It was a roast, you know what I'm saying? Like he had every right and stuff. No. This was a personal grievance. Like I said, I give my opinion, my assumption. We can agree to disagree. But like I said, a lot of time, this always turn and bounce back around. You know what I'm saying? Whether you believe it or not. I can tell the difference between what is a roast and a gag and what is a personal company grievance. When he had kind of saying that Al was basically going to HR, kind of trying to get us fired and making the workplace hostile. You know what I'm saying? So now all of this makes sense. And so Armon said that he basically went to HR once Claudia told him this information. And one of the HR executive producers of the show kind of told Armon to kind of go to Al and kind of, talk this out man to man. Try to rectify this situation between them two. And so Armon was just like, no, I kind of don't want to do this, because that ain't going to end well. You kind of know how, Armon is a hothead. Y'all know how he gets. So he was just kind of saying, no, I'm bringing it to y'all like I'm supposed to. I'm an employee. Y'all are HR. Y'all the producers. Y'all supposed to handle this situation. This is a work complaint. Now you're telling me to figure it out, basically. And this is what Armon was saying in so many words. This is what the woman executive producer was telling him. And she also said, like, if you don't, kind of fix this, if you don't kind of settle this issue with Al, then, like I said, you're going to be replaced. You're going to be without a job. So he felt very threatened when this woman, executive producer, told him this, whoever she is in HR, and he didn't like what was said. Because it's kind of like, if you don't figure this out, and if you don't go along and get along, if you don't kind of, come to a type of agreement, then, like I said, you're going to be without a job. Or like I said, now, all three of y'all going to be without a job. And I think that's what happened. I don't think, because Armon is very headstrong. And I think once he feel the way he feel, that's it. Ain't no changing his mind. Ain't no going back. And he felt that, he felt that Al should have came to him and, kind of like told him what was wrong and what was the issue instead of going to HR. But since he went to HR, it's out of his hand. He felt that basically Al Reynolds stabbed him in the back. And that's kind of what he did. And see, I alluded these things in my previous video. I said that Al is a snake, but he knows how to play the game. I said that Al is very conniving and manipulative. But he knows how to play the game, which meaning he could be nice, nasty behind the scenes, but he could be Mr. Perfect, like I said, when he's in front of the audience, in front of the public. But he's not going to get, like I said, nasty, ghetto, and ratchet, to the public, because he got an image to maintain and keep up, because he wants to do other gigs. So Al is not stupid. He's going to let you, Armon Wiggins, the hot-head spiral out of control. He's going to gaslight you. He's going to get a reaction because he know that, like I said, you have a temper. And it don't take much to set you off. So again, like I said, you didn't play the game. And Al Reynolds kind of outsmarted you in this situation. I'm also hearing that he is positioning TGIF and his ex-co-host, he's positioning them to file a lawsuit for whatever, you know what I'm saying, work grievance complaints that he had. Even though I feel like, Al Reynolds, nothing to be trusted. He plays really dirty and nasty behind the scenes, but he does it in a professional manner. He's not going to step out of character. And this is what I've been saying the whole time. I never said that Al Reynolds was innocent. I just said he knows how to play the game. So he let you react and do what you did. And like I said, then his ex-wife was brought up. So I'm pretty sure he's looking for any reasons to file a lawsuit. And then, like I said, Al Reynolds has not spoken about this publicly. He has not been inside the chat, like dropping little, information, receipts, and gems like Armon Wiggins, especially Claudia. Claudia have been on a press run in the chat, in the live chat, and in the comment section, because people have kind of like took multiple screenshots of the things she said recently about Al, that she hate him, and he's the reason for the show to be canceled. And all he's doing, he probably got his people on it, getting all this information for his lawsuit. So like I said, this still got to play out. But like I said, Armon, you got to, again, and I'll say this over and over again, just from me on the outside looking in, you talk too much. You talk too much. And like I said, you have not learned from Natasha K, Jason Lee, and all these previous mentors that mentored you. You haven't learned from these past friendship or associateships that you kind of don't fell out with. Why are you so quick to get so comfortable with these people that you don't know? This is a workplace environment. You should have not got so comfortable with Al Reynolds for you to, tell all your private business or whatever you told to him. Of course, Al Reynolds is going to feel some type of way because he feels threatened. You in cahoots with the producer, so he's looking at this like favoritism. This Justin guy is going to always have your back. And who got his back over there? So, of course, he feels threatened. He feels some type of way. How dare you have some type of personal connection or relationship with this Justin guy, whether it is sexual or whether it is a friendship? He doesn't like that. He feel like that's against company policies. And a lot of time it is. So him as being a whistleblower, again, I've said this. I said that I believe Al Reynolds is a whistleblower. He is. If he feel like something is out of place, is not right, he's going to blow the whistle to HR. Al is kind of like the company snitch. If you want to put it in so many words, he's a company snitch. He's nothing to be trusted. Of course, he can make you feel comfortable, but like I said, do not tell your team your private information to Al Reynolds. Let him spill his. Not Armon, excuse me. Al Reynolds is very, very messy, and I know he is. He hides it very well. He cleans it up very well. And like I said, I also believe he got certain people on the YouTube streets, because I've seen him in certain chats, and we kind of know the association that he have with certain YouTubers. You know what I'm saying? To kind of like, be his mouthpiece, or do commentary bias in his favor. I see it all. Okay, I'm a Bush baby. Okay, these eyes be everywhere. Okay, now a lot of people like to take down videos and lives, and I can't see something that they might have posted because they take it down for whatever reason. But like I said, if this is the reason, this is very sad. This is very sad, but at the same time, it all circles around back to you. It all doubles back around to you. You open your mouth, okay, you did to go along to get along with Claudia and Al Reynolds, and I get it because remember, they're well connected in the industry. You wanted to be friends with them because they probably could shoot you an opportunity or kind of put in a good word with you. So I see how you gravitated towards Al Reynolds. He's been in this entertainment industry for some while. He was kind of married to a very famous woman that was on The View for so many years. Okay, so I get it. You was kind of, like I said, I won't say starstruck, but you was kind of like, oh my God, I'm going to be co-hosting next to the Al Reynolds, Star Jones ex-husband. He's also, like I said, done award shows. He like been the interviewer on award shows and stuff. So he does have his connection to Hollywood. So is Claudia Jordan. But at the same time, Armon Wiggins. But remember, all the blame goes back to you because remember, you did this roast. It was already hostility. Y'all was already walking on eggshells. The air was thin, and you just cut it with a knife. So you just caused the demise of whatever little string y'all was hanging on. You cut that string. So that's why I was saying, like, this situation is wild. So I'm glad that you kind of put that out there without naming names, but I'm glad that, certain people was able to put this together. I would have never clicked on the video because I thought it was one of those motivational videos. you talking about, something happened in the past, one of those story times. So that's why I didn't click on it. It wasn't interesting to me, but I like how you did that, because like I said, that's why the video hasn't gotten really a lot of views, because people thought it was like those story time videos, and they're not interested in that. They're interested in you being messy, dragging the rap girl. So I can see why people didn't really click on it, and they didn't put two to two together until a couple of YouTubers put it together. But that's all I got to say about this. Now, one thing I am going to say, I'm going to kind of put this little last piece in there, and this is my opinion. I want to make this be. I want to be clear about this. This all is allegedly. Until I hear from Armon Wiggins and Claudia joins, and I don't think Al Reynolds is going to respond. I'm going to say this is allegedly. This is my assumption and my opinion, because like I said, until he, put an ad on it and get into details, I'm going to say allegedly. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, Armon, now that you cool and acquainted and you're friends with Claudia Jordan, because remember, you become friends with these people so easily and so quickly. Now she's your friend, and Claudia Jordan got a lot of connects. She's going to get that work. Let's see what Claudia Jordan do for you, Armon Wiggins. Let's see if she really got your back, or is she only using you, you know what I'm saying, to get ahead, if you get what I'm saying. Because a lot of people will be cool with you for a certain reason, but like I said, you'll start seeing very quickly how she leave you behind and move on. Let's see if she put a good word in for you, or she try to, push you in a Hollywood algorithm. But we shall see, and time will tell. But that's all I got to say, y'all. I will catch y'all later.